What's up, everybody? This is BB Davis. We're back with the play-by-play call. You should be somewhere watching this game, and then you can recap with me, chilled out, whenever you want to. But we're in the second quarter of this game, tied up 14-14, and it's Colorado, Rocky Mount Mayhem. Lots of emotion. Hopefully, everything gets toned down as we go into these next quarters. And we're 14-14 tied up. We're going to be seeing a lot of people's points of view. I can say this, that Colorado State has been grossly... let's hear what he's going to hear. Let's hear what he's going to say.
It's a rivalry. It's a real passionate game. Kids are playing hard. We got to overcome these penalties. I mean, I've never seen so many penalties called on one team.
Lots of flags.
It's gone beyond hard. I mean, it's how do you describe it? No, it's a rivalry game. It's supposed to be that way. But we have to play with poise. We talked about
right.
Poise, one play at a time, and being persistent. And that's what we got to do. Thank you. Lewis, in your twos
and that's exactly what you got to do. There's a lot of penalties out there. All players on both teams are emotional, trying to get it done for the coaches and for themselves, for bragging rights and all of this. You're always going to have an underdog there, and so you got to settle everybody down so we can get some cohesive football. But we have been having some cohesive football. Like I was saying before, the coach had his say for Colorado State. I think a lot of people thought this was going to be a smoked out game. We're going to smoke them. We're going to run it up. I mean, you even had Stephen A., which I thought was like way biased, saying, they're going to kick their ass. And we've got to, as sportcasters, try and keep our points of view together. Sure, it was a slam. I thought it was a slam. I don't think it was like, I'm just motivating my team what not to do. You didn't even have to put Coach Prime in it. But I think a lot of people are just getting upset on, like right now, you got a commercial with Prime 2 that have just shown. The almond commercial, another commercial with him and his family. Yes, they're getting those props. But look, never lose sight. He's good advertisement. He's good. And he was a good player. And so far, look at the score with the team. They're 2-0. Good coach. Every coach has their flaws. Might as well just get over it. Colorado State should have just kept the mouth shut. Motivate your team out. Put in a name to someone else. But I think a lot of people are just really shocked right now that the score here is 14-14. Colorado State is playing solid football. And so is Colorado. Buffs, the Rams, the Buffs, they're both playing good, but you just got to settle down with the penalties. Get your head back in the game. That way you won't have to have these flags, these penalties, these picks, and then try to recover from it. I think both teams did good recovering from such a high, impactful, unforgettable first quarter. So keep it locked with me, BB Davis, as we're into the second quarter, and it's tied up. All right, so we're back 14-14. We have about 12 minutes left into the first half. And in the third down where we're at right now, we see that the penalty troubles are still there. We got flags going. But it's definitely simmering down from where it was. And that's the most important thing, because we're up 11-33 on his feet, settling down. Colorado Buffs. And we're on the fourth down. Player down for Colorado State. Still tied up 14-14. Seems like there's an injury. This does slow down momentum. Player is Muhammad Kawara. So we're going to see exactly what's going on. So Keep it locked, everybody. We're going into commercial break. Stay locked in.
Just you and I, riding off into the night. Treetops, boat ride. Just you and I, riding off into the night.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. We're still in the second quarter with about 6 minutes to go. Colorado State does have possession of the ball at this time. And we are still tied up. We're at first and 10 at the Colorado 18. So they're trying to get into the touchdown position. We're going to see what happens. Nice, quick pass connected, holding on securely to the ball. Teams have seemed to settle down a little bit, but you're right there on the pulse of everything. So, again, we're now at 2nd and 4. Colorado State, tied up Colorado State ball. He was going to try and probably get that run in there. We got to settle it down. The clock is still going. We're at 5:53 and counting to close out the first half. We're at 3rd and 1, tied up 14-14. Say handoff pass, trying to get right up into the end zone. And they did get it, first down, trying to get to do that little walk and run in TD. So they're going to make sure they're securing that ball as much as possible. Colorado Buffaloes, the defense has been on. So Colorado State is going to have to work for that. Rams are going to have to work for that TD right there to get out of this tie situation. We got about 5:10 and counting left in the second half. And here we go with the play. First and goal. Is that a touchdown though? Or is that at the 1? Oh, wait a minute. Is anybody going to challenge that? But it does look like a touchdown. But yeah, see, there's a flag on the play. Refs are in a huddle here. All right, here we go. Let's see what this ruling is going to be. Here we go. Ooh. All right, personal foul there. See, this is where your penalties, the daggers. Moss, number 68, just demolished that touchdown. So this could be a chance for the Buffaloes to go ahead and get a pick and roll and go for it. So close. The penalties are the daggers. You just can't make those kind of penalties. And look how far back. Oh, they were right there. So let's see what happens. First and goal, 4:57 left in the first half. Colorado State ball. Yeah, he's going to have to, okay. Yeah, he's going to have to go forward to the 15. That was such a dagger penalty when you're right there to go into the end zone to get out of this tied up situation. Just horrible. Keep it locked. Keep it locked. Boom. They got it in. Touchdown. Lewis Brown, Colorado State, gets out of the tide. It's 20-14 with 4 minutes left in the second quarter. So they got it after the penalty, but there's a lot of takeaways from this. Let's see if they get that field goal to widen up the lead. 4 minutes left until the second quarter. Plenty of time in this game for a switcheroo and win. And it's no good. Is that good? Oh, it looked a little off, but it is good. Check your eyes, BB. All right, so Lewis Brown is going to do a pivot to get into the end zone, not worried about the safety, just go right in. There's a pivot. Nice completion. And he's in. Enough time to make the connection with the pass, and boom, right in there. All right, so there's Brown, number 4 for Colorado State. And we have the score, 21-14, 4 minutes left in the second. And we have a game. So keep it locked, everybody. Unbelievable to some and not for others. I'm sure everybody is feeling really, really good. They're doing the different playbacks, and we're going to see the pulse of the comments at the half. So let's get back into this game. 4 minutes left before the first half is finished. 21-14, Colorado State up.
Gonna have to really respond. Let's go back to the studio. Hey, coming up on the Dish App.
All right, so we're going to go see the pulse of everybody, so keep it locked. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got a flag on the play. They're doing the Deion Sanders dance in the end zone, Colorado State, which is still going to piss off. So, yeah, let's, ooh, okay. Colorado State is just doing way too much. The penalty flags are just going, throwing down the mental for Colorado State. Colorado Buffaloes need to take advantage of that as Colorado State dismantles themselves, even with the lead. So, and they can strike because the penalties are there with Colorado State. Go ahead and get it done. And it's way over. Incomplete pass. They just cut the camera. Little girl sleeping, ready to go. It's a late game, but the crowd is still in it. So we're going to see exactly what happens. Keep it locked. All right, here we go. Coach Prime.
Honestly, I mean, a trick play and a fumble recovery for a touchdown is there, explosive plays, but we got to do more offensively to keep the defense off the field. It's been choppy. There's been a lot of penalties. There's been no flow or rhythm offensively. How do you find that? We got to fix that. It's in there. We got to fix that right here at halftime. What's got to be fixed? I'm going to address all of it. Thank you, Coach. There we go.
All right, and that's Coach Prime there. No glasses on. He's talking real football. He's talking real adjustments. Listen, there's a lot of time in this game. It's 21-14. You know, this is not a runaway train here. This is 21-14 halftime, no matter how you spin it, no matter how you want to talk about it. The highlights for college is also going to be Florida and Tennessee. Everybody was ready for that game to be off, except for those who went to see the game, because the hype was so on Colorado State and Colorado. But explosive really was Tennessee and Florida Gators, even though everybody was ready for that to get off. And they did it with a doozy at the end with a lot of hits there. 25-16 fight on there a little bit. And then you had Alabama and South Florida. Alabama looked real sluggish there, if we're going to talk about it. And then they seemed to light it up. The score stayed way low. It was 0-3. And then Alabama found the rhythm. With a lot of talk about this is not the same type of Alabama team that we're used to seeing. When it didn't just happen this season. It's been happening looking like that for a few other seasons. But guess what? Bama, Crimson Tide, Roll Tide, they got it done today. So 17-3, Alabama would get it done. Coach Saban looked a little tired there, but it is what it is. Gamecocks, my Gamecocks facing off with Georgia. Wasn't shocked here, but at least we got on the boards. Georgia was not letting the Gamecocks come there to take the win, even though there were some good looks there with the Gamecocks leading at 14-10. But Georgia was like, not today. You will go back with an L. And that final score was 24, I think, 14. So the Bulldogs would maintain their vibe, 25-14. But that's all good. That's all good. That was a good game to watch as well. So right now, we see that there's going to be some big decisions here, big talk in both locker rooms. I know with Coach Prime, he's going to go in and say a lot of adjustments need to be done, tone it down. Let's get things going. The refs are doing an incredible job once again of making sure that they're making the right calls, the good calls. I think despite the score, because again, it's not the blowout, but it's so much animosity here for both teams, need to shut it down. Now, through all the talk, through all the hype through the week, I think both coaches have done their part in trying to settle their teams down. They're not taking any digs at each other. This is not Coach Prime Time or Prime Time out there. What we're seeing is a Coach Sanders, Coach Prime Time, however you put it. Not peacocking, but being a coach, trying to keep the team cohesive and keep it together. And I think there are going to be some big adjustments. It's going to be a turnaround for the second half. They now see in the first half how Colorado State is coming at them with the defense, keeping the offense off them. And I think we're going to be seeing something quite different for the second half. So keep it locked. Okay, everybody, we are back from the half with Coach Sanders stating they got to turn things around. Colorado State came in with a game plan, and so far it has been working. But I do see, even from all of the penalties and plays and all of that, we're 11 minutes into the third quarter. Well, 11 minutes left, I should say. There, second and goal. Score is still 21-14. I don't think that was a catch, but we'll just have to see with Colorado State. But I do think there's going to be a lot of adjustments there, and we'll see what happens. Some of the plays a lot of people are talking about that we looked at when we took a moment off the air is that even though you say let them play, penalties done, but no ejections, there was enough of the ejections to go around, I feel, on both sides. But they just let them play. And some people are saying this was not a catch. This was a catch. So we'll just have to see. And that's going to be with Torrey Horton for the Rams. Keep it locked.